Everybody try to duplicate, we just innovate. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Ain't nothing changed with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I'll die about respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill.
Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Here is Hawkins.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the college tournament club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. He'll be just what they need to claim the title. And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
On defense, Villanova. He feeds it to Decker. Evans, a screen on Miller. Decker passes to Hill. To the left wing. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. No good from outside.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And that one's good. Freak.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
And Villanova going with the whole new group out there. Wisconsin trails by 12. Hall, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Foster. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward. Decker with it. He's against Miller. Decker gets the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the four-man position. We have a step back. Decker with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Hawkins. Wide open. Hawkins can't get that one to fall.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
A second chance effort, and Miller with the lay-in. Miller's got the lead up to 12 now for Villanova.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Now here's Evans, and stolen by Freak.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. Won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
The Badgers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Here's Hall. The Badgers pull it in. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Poked loose and stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Here's Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
So we've reached the end of the... And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
So on the floor for Villanova, Hall, he's in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 spot. Pass to Hawkins. Fires the 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hawkins has got it back down to within single digits for the Badgers. Here's Hall. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 3 on 3. Hawkins with it. Out defended by Freak. From the high post. Good. He hits the jump shot. Hawkins has got 9.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins, also Peyton out there, Kaminsky out there with Decker, and it's Walker in at the power forward.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Peyton left side. Hawkins kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Decker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
Good. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And the Badgers with some changes. Evans, he's checked in for Walker. And it's Hill in for Peyton. Wisconsin trails by 3. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Wisconsin calls time.
To the inside, here's Hawkins, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so Hawkins drills both of them. Here's Villanova. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Hall. Buries the long-range jumper. Freak's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, big three right there. I mean, I got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Evans kicks to Hill. Hawkins is screen on Bryant. Hill, no luck.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Freak throws it down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days. He was very composed on that trip to the stripe. He's close to being a one-possession game now.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second half. Wisconsin trails by 4. Hill passes to Hawkins. And that's Evans penetrating. And that one comes up a bit short.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lean.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's perfect from the line this time.
Big-time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a one-possession game.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
They double him with Freak. Now, here's Decker. Down low. It's tipped. And stolen by Augustus. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball. Just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he commits the intentional foul. From deep. Tipped away. And out of bounds as Villanova gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
8 seconds left to play here in the second half. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-on-1 situation, so he'll get another. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you could close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
We got time. Don't rush up. Get the best look.
Seven seconds left to play in the second half. And here's Hill for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select the 19-year-old point guard from Villanova University.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.